What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've just been killing a lot of time debating on what we're going to be doing with Taiga CRV. So if you guys don't know, a few videos back we kind of diagnosed Taiga CRV a little bit, and turns out that the valve burnt, and the valve burnt so bad that it burnt the valve seat and a little bit of the head. I don't have any pictures of it, but I did show a clip of it. It burnt the seat and it burnt the head a little bit, so this head is not going to seal. We took it to one of my buddy Victor at Garage Creation to get all of the valve seals and valves reinstalled, dual valve springs, retainers, to protect like everything. And the valve seat was burnt to the point of it not sealing. So we took it to a machine shop. They say they could repair it, but it's gonna cost some money. So I told Taiga, I said, you know what, come get my spare head that used to sit right here, that was also sitting on that CSS motor. I told him to take the head to Victor to see if he could get the, you know, the valve tray installed on that head instead. And once he took everything apart, 2 valve guides were broken. So that head needs repair work as well, and that is also costly. So now that we have 2 damaged heads, we aren't sure what we're gonna be doing next, other than either paying for the repair work for both head, his head and now my head too, or find another clean head and just do the valve train install on that, resurface, and we'd have a new head ready to go for his CRV. So today, me and Taiga went on a mission to get that head, right? And we got it. We didn't pay for it yet because the guy said just take it, see if it's good, inspect it before sending it off to the machine shop. So today we decided that we were going to take everything apart, inspect it, make sure everything is all good and dandy. It has a light score mark right there, which is not a big deal, and one right here, which is not a big deal. But after taking out the valves, we find a broken valve guide right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that one's broken. So the other head is broken on 2. So the reason why I was saying that we spent most of our day sitting here debating on what we're going to be doing with this car is because, if you guys remembered, I had a built motor in this car that I no longer am running. Probably not going to run the B series in that car anytime soon again as far as turbo goes. It does have a Type R in it, and I think if I do the next setup, it'll be an H2 Beast. My built head is sitting right here, and we've been contemplating about, you know, well, I've been contemplating about selling it to Taiga so we can get a CRV going. This has SuperTech valve trains, SuperTech valves. It has ITR cams. It's ported on the intake side and the exhaust side, and it's pretty much ready to go right now. So we've been trying to work out a price for that head for his car, and mind you guys, he does have full SuperTech valve train, everything brand new in the box that he purchased for his head, which he's not doing on his head anymore. So we're doing like a compensation, his valve train for my valve train, but how much do I charge him for my ported head? And where do we settle at?
Head for head.
Head for head?
Head for head.
Head for head?
Head for head. Head for
Fuck
head.
that. But we kind of maybe came down to an agreement at $500 plus his valve train. So his valve train, $500, gets my built head, but without the ITR cams. And if you want that too, fool, just shoot me like another $700. Chill. We don't need Pro ones, fool. Just ITR cams. So anyways, I think because I'm not using this head anymore, or not anytime soon, I can always build another later down the road. And to get his carbon going, I think I might have to sell that head to him so we can get that CRV up and going again.
I can do that.
Let's go, Pick. Shake on it.
Okay. Alright.
500.
500.
500.
500.
So I forgot that I had the S2 cam seal, and I told Taiga, I said, hey man, I kind of want that back because I paid this brand new. But thanks to Visna, he hooked it up with a Golden Eagle one. If you guys haven't seen the unboxing video from packages sent to my PO box, he gave me 2, and Taiga wants the Golden Eagle one, so you can have that. This is like literally brand new. Oh man, look at this. SuperTech.
You have an OnlyFans account?
OnlyFans account?
What's that?
Dang. You guys want his OnlyFans account? DM him. Alright? But, damn, look at this. SuperTech dual valve springs, retainers, 7-degree keepers. We got the S2 LMAs. Got the ported right here on the intake side. It is also ported on the exhaust side as well too. If you guys are new to the channel or just came on board, this is my cousin's what year is this? 97? It's a 98 Civic 4-door, right? Right-hand drive, right? With a bone stock LSV tech, junkyard block, Type R head, eBay GTX 3582R, Love Fab mini RAM, and eBay piping kit, E85, No Miss Industry cop kit, 1000cc precision injectors, and this car made 361. Car went 11.7 earlier this year, and this is definitely a budget build, you know, because junkyard motor, eBay turbo, but guess what? Runs and drives. When 11s daily.
Slow.
It's slow. It's hella slow. Alright guys, so it is the next day and we are here in Tiger's garage, and today our attempt is to turn the car on with the new head. So the Victor X manifold that I sold him, he already got it nicely repainted. Hey, I want to make sure you take care of my throttle body, alright? Eric's Racing. I talked to my tuner. He said if I did the straight edge in 9 different directions and 2000 doesn't go in any part of the cylinder head, then the head doesn't need to be resurfaced. Now, this head came off my engine that did overheat, but it wasn't because of a blown gasket. It was because my sleeve sunk 5,000 below deck. Everything checks out with the head. We're going to get ready to throw this on in a minute here, and once it gets that all nice and situated, we'll go over here in the engine bay, or actually I'm going to do that right now to make sure everything is all nice and clean, right? And then pretty much you want these pistons to not be at TDC, because the valves are going to be open when you put the cam in before, you know, putting the cams up to TDC. Once the cams are in TDC, guys, then we can put the piston to TDC, and then we could, you know, do the timing and everything after we bolt the head down. So I was cleaning the head and I was looking at the dowel pins, and I noticed that these were the aftermarket ones, and then I realized it's an LS block. My head is on the GSR block, and that head is not tapped for LSV conversion, so I'm gonna have to tap this head some way, somehow. I didn't bring any of my tools, but I'm gonna see if this one has a plug on it. I'm pretty sure it does. This is the old head, right?
Yep.
Flip it. I don't know if it's the same thread pitch, but I'm gonna need that for this head. So this one right here is a different thread pitch. This head I did a while ago using like Home Depot stuff, and this does not fit into this one. This is like a Golden Eagle thread pitch, whichever they provide with their kit. So we're trying to see if we can take this one out, because it's the same plug, but it is really tight in there. So we got to figure out what we're gonna do here. I might have to go home and just find one, because I do have a couple kits from the blocks. So I was looking at the Victor X manifold. It has 3 of these little plugs. Took one off to see if it'll fit, and sure enough, it does. So I'm gonna wrap this up with some Teflon, put this on here nice and flush, and what are the chances? Hey, is this one taped up or what? You taped that?
Yeah, I taped it.
Oh, so we need 2 plugs now.
Yeah.
Dang. Flush. Good. I don't know if you guys noticed, but homeboy over here went extra fancy here with the KTUNED TSX shifter combo for the all-wheel drive. And Dingleberry decided, you know what, I don't want nobody else to drive the car, so he got a small ass seat. That's messed up, bro. Man, that means I can't, well, I mean, I can force myself in it, but. So here we got a JE Pro Seal. This is 81.5, right?
81.5, yeah.
Why is such a big old freaking packaging thing for a small ass head gasket? Part number right there. Okay guys, so I'm looking at this JE Pro Seal, and it's like confusing to put on because there's no marking that says up or indications of which side of the head gasket goes up. But I know for sure that this right here is towards the firewall, and I'm just confused on whether it goes on this way or this way. Normally, like Felpro says up, or Cometic says up, and you know, indications marking which side of the head gasket is supposed to be up. This doesn't have any type of marking whatsoever. But if I'm going based off like Golden Eagle. I'm looking over here. I'm looking at Golden Eagle's little website here. If you look at this image, right, the let me see here. If you look at it like this, the big hole is on the driver's side, right? And the big hole I'm talking about is this guy right here that goes on the driver's side, and these two small holes are on the passenger side, right? Another thing that I remembered when I do hit gasket is that this rivet is always on the post mount side, and makes sense now because everything lines up like it should, and these little holes line up in the gasket as well too. There's one there and there's one there. Obviously there's none on the other side, so I'm certain that this is the way the new JE Pro Seal hit gasket goes on. Here, hold it up. Right there. Shimmy, shimmy. Not like that, fool. My guy. Where'd he go?
The corner left.
No mames, you got a magnet? Stuff. So right now, guys, I do have a set of ARP like head studs that I separated for a whole bunch of missing head stud kits. So we're missing 6 washers, and I'm gonna go home real quick to find that set so I could get the 6 washers off of it so we can continue bolting down the head. Right now I got washer, 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 washer. That one has a nut, this one has a nut. It is tension down right now. The head does not move, and that like kind of helps seat the gasket a little bit so oil that's drizzling down doesn't get in between. And right now I'm gonna have him reconnect everything like he can underneath the manifold. I'm gonna go home and try to find that, and we'll be back. We'll pick up in just a second. Also, something is iffy about this guy right here. This one came out of that one cylinder that was dead, so I'm gonna go grab another coil pack so that way we can ensure that this is gonna work for cylinder number 1. Also made a special delivery on that that churchaka, that kebab, that Cambodian stuff right there, you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that we are on this lockdown during our new year, the month of April. Not sure how that's gonna play out. It sucks really, but so I brought extra washer just in case we were missing one mysteriously, but he only needs 6, and I brought an extra nut just in case too, because I don't know how much he has. We have 2 in the car, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we're good there. So I'm go ahead and finish installing this, and we'll get to torquing it down. $9 million nose. Oh, you do that like it's nothing. Like nothing. We're gonna turn this shit to like 100, bro. I found something super funny right now. This is a rye wire harness, right? You can see that. Rye wire. Rye wire. And if you guys know the history between rye wire and Chase Bay, leave a comment down below. Guys, we did the timing. We were this close to being done. And then when the revolution came up, just to double check, we saw this right here. Freaking torn damn belt. Why? Because there's a freaking bolt all the way inside, wedged between the water pump. Now we need a timing belt. Dang it. So we're waiting for my cousin to come over here right now. He's gonna go grab a new belt, oil, and coolant. In the meantime, we're gonna install the turbo kit. Gotta double check all the bolts, make sure everything is good, and then reinstall this, get this out of the way. I think I have enough room to pull up the tensioner because the compressor side is sitting on the passenger, so we have plenty of space to work on this end if we have to. Uh-oh. See, when I ran the ram horn, I wasn't able to run any of the provided hardware with the titanium stud kit, but because he has, you know, runners pointing down and a lot of clearance, we can run all of the titanium hardware on it, which is a washer and a 10-point nut. This thing's super light. But yeah, I was able to find all of the ones that I wasn't using on the manifold when it was on my car. But we should have all of it to make this hardware look really nice. 10-point. Alright guys, so we took a little break. Got some pizza, some drinks. My cousin showed up as well too. So we buttoned up almost everything here in the engine bay, right? Probably got the new timing belt on, already timed. We got cover, RTV, coil packs. We're just buttoning up the small little things. We just found out that we were missing a few things because the manifold changed from a Skunk 2 to a Victor X. So we need a coolant line that goes from here to the IAC in the back. I mean, I think that's all we're really missing, but we just need that. I had to trim vacuum line for the fuel pressure to the back of the manifold. We do still have the holes in the back of the manifold, and we utilize every other port that's on the back of the manifold for vacuum lines to boost controller, boost gauge, and all of that stuff. Eliminated the T right here. I'm not using that anymore, but right now we can't run coolant, which is not a big deal. We just want to see if the car turns on, so we don't need this right now, but you know, it'd be nice to bleed a cooling system while we are at it. Aside from that, I did take the charge pipe to measure length for the vacuum line, to cut it to use it for the fuel pressure regulator, and I threw a charge pipe on here all the way right there, and the charge pipe actually goes all the way up to about right here. So we got to trim the charge pipe down a little bit to fit it to the Victor X, since the Victor X is more scooted this way, which is not a big deal. We don't need the charge pipe or anything ran right now to turn the car on. So aside from the little stuff that we're finding now, like I said, the goal today is just to turn the car on, listen to it, make sure everything is good, and then we'll button up everything else after. Just need some battery. Hopefully it ain't dead, bro. Good. Okay, everything's the same. ECU, same map, same injectors. The only thing changed was the intake manifold, but we're just trying to see if the car would turn on. I don't remember that being so close. This motherfucker, look at this one.
Hey, my guy. You might want to plug in your distributor.
Well, that's good. At least we cranked the engine. Oh, you thought about it, right? Give us some throttle. It's alive. With an exhaust leak. There. All right. Success. So I had to run home real quick to get the laptop from my cousin to kind of calibrate the AFR. I had to go get this hose right here that goes to the back of the idle air control valve, since I was running a Victor X as well too. And I also went to go get some plugs off of my manifold, since I'm not running mine anymore or anytime soon. I got two of them. I got this guy with a barb just in case we need another vacuum line, and then the other one's an actual fitting that'll block off one of the two holes back there. Look at this shit. Well, I didn't even think about this a couple hours ago. Who knew the Harbor Freight freaking lamp fits perfectly on the CRV hood? Look at this. Fit perfectly in those two holes. Now we got all the light when we're almost done already. Guys, it has been a very long night. We've been having a lot of issues trying to set timing on this car, and it took us a little while to even notice that the map sensor reading on the S Manager was red 0.2, and that showed us something was wrong with the map, the wiring or something. It's not giving the map reading to the S300, which threw the whole like map off and the ignition timing. So what had happened was we took the throttle body out and we were trying to figure out if the passage for the map sensor was letting air get to it. We took the map sensor, we plugged it up to the intake manifold right here, and then we pretty much went back to the S Manager to check on it, and now it's reading like it should. We got the car to warm up and we were able to set timing to 16 degrees off the timing light right here. Guys, so we took the throttle body back off, right, because we were testing to see if the map would read over there, but we were using the stock one right here. And then we were like, okay, well, it works. So we swapped the stock one back here and put the 4-bar in the back. So while we were taking this off, we were like, maybe the gasket is bulging in the way of the passage, right? So originally this sat like this, right? Like how it should. And we were looking at it, we were like, what's this hole down here? This hole is the passage for the freaking map sensor. And we're like, this thing is reading pure air all the time. And we're like, I think that's our issue. So my cousin was like, how about we just switch it around? All the holes still line up, right? This hole doesn't go to anything, and the gasket now covers that hole, so the map sensor can get its air reading. So we're gonna try it this way, switch the 4-bar map back, and then see if it's reading on the laptop, and then if it does, then that is our solution. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick and report back in just a minute.
All right, start. It's just not reading right now.
What's going on?
It definitely worked though. You can see where it's idling now.
I know, but it's trying to show it to the camera, man. Map sensor is now working with that flip gasket. Guys, this thing is one step closer to being back up on the road. I am going to end the video right here though. It's like 10:30 right now. We're going to button this car up another day. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around more for everything that's going to come here real soon, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.